Back, everybody. I want to ask you about your singing. For everyone, first before that, hi, welcome back. Not Dota Summit. Again, it's not the event. It's not DPC. It's not a major. It's nothing. It's $20,000 an online Dota event, and we have Zyori and Kyle.
We've got Zyori. We got something.
Grant. And, you know, some of these guys and people back here who are hanging out
Charles!
with us, all in the house.
Whoop, whoop.
Shouts to Charles.
And JJ.
Kevin, JJ, and David.
And Kevin, who's a little messed up right now. He can't stand.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He's on
He doesn't need to stand. He's back there. He's a switch
It's
master
pretty nice.
right
Do you know
now.
how he hurt himself? Did he tell you the story?
I heard of it. I heard about it. Yep.
So he was helping this old grandma across the street. Literally hit him in the back of the leg with his her purse when he wasn't looking.
Damn.
Stole his wallet.
That son of a bitch. Ladies, give this man your love and support
Unbelievable.
right now. He is
he
hurt,
single?
wounded
Kevin,
man.
are you single?
Yeah.
Oh,
he is. Ladies.
He's so damn cute.
He's
I
frosty.
swear.
Look at this guy.
Look at that guy. Yeah. What? Whoa. Where'd he go?
He's gone now.
All right.
He's plugging in some cables.
He's
I wanted to
He's
ask you about
modest.
your singing. What do you think? Why do you think you love singing? Is it from your parents? Did they sing a lot? You think when you're younger? Did you guys always go to karaoke bars? Like why is it?
My
Did you do
mom-
theater?
No.
Why do you like singing so much?
Huh. Do you want like the fake haha answer or like the real answer?
Give it to me, the real answer.
Well, the real answer, I guess, is like I think way too much, and I have a tendency to like start questioning like what my purpose is, and like does it actually matter if I do anything? You know, blah blah blah. And this is a very dark circle. If I'm singing or dancing, or even a lot of the time working, or just in like a really good conversation, I can live fully in the moment, right? If you're singing a song, you're singing that song. You're not thinking about, oh, are other people looking at me?
Your whole brain's getting used.
Am I cool? Am I happy? What is happiness? Am I successful? Do I even want to be? What is my point? What am I doing here? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All this shit. Instead, you're just belting out Bohemian Rhapsody, having a blast, and it's just nice to lose yourself in the present, which is so difficult in today's generation because you're constantly bombarded with all this other shit.
The smartphones in your face all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. I hear you.
And that's it. That's
So
all I
do you
got.
like singing at all, or what's your escape? What's your vice? How do you get away from life and thinking about like, God damn, what do I mean in this world? How do you get away from that?
I hear ya. It's a lame answer, but it really is work. Like that's why I like esports so much. Like I love event work life where you have like a month off and then you dive into an event like the KL Major where it's 2 weeks of your life, everything else is on the shelf, you're living and breathing that event for that 2 weeks. It's hardcore and then it's over and you get to kind of reset and do it again. I need that difference in environment and stuff is what keeps me going. The 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I can't. I mad respect to all you guys that do the 9 to 5 grind and ladies. I don't know how the fuck you do it. It drove me crazy. I did it 7 months was all I lasted.
Yep.
Gets you definitely
hard.
a greater appreciation for this kind of work.
Oh,
I chimed in on a thing because I know there was like an interview with Trent and Lyrical because they were like the same thing. They'd work those kind of jobs,
right?
And then you get something like this,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're like, oh, I want to do this as best as I can all the time, you know.
I've worked.
Here we are doing this shit, but no, yeah. Anyways, go on.
Well, I was gonna say you've worked in restaurants. I've worked in restaurants.
Oh yeah.
Like it sucks. For some reason, I got 2 restaurants in a row. My manager like just kept doing cocaine. And it's really hard to work for people who are constantly high.
Was it a chain restaurant?
No.
Okay.
He owned the place. That's the problem.
All right.
Thanks,
that's
Theo.
Troubles there.
I never worked as a waiter, but I did work as a veterinary assistant for a lot of years. I've cleaned up more animal shit than all y'all combined, I think.
Probably.
I'm over it.
And that's the thing. So like events can be hard, and a lot of times like I'll be stressed. Like there are events you work like 12 to 14-hour days, like 6 days in a row, and you're tired, you're not eating right, you're not sleeping enough, blah blah blah. But even like I woke up at like 3:30 a.m. today. You know, we've been at this now for almost 12 hours, whatever. But sometimes I think about whining, you know. But then I remember my life's awesome, and this job is so much easier than picking up poop.
You know, there's people out there that are dying with flies in their eyes, and they have no food, no place to live. And we're talking Dota.
That's cool. And
it's the morbid reality.
To bring it back to singing and dancing.
Yes.
Along with food. So I know you can keep mocking me because I like eating good food and not Denny's.
No, we weren't mocking you because of your food choice. Now, I worked in a high-profile restaurant. I know good food. I'm just saying your food choice is just hipster. That's all. I mean, who needs
hipster? Sorry that
who needs to have all that on the menu? You
Sorry,
know?
I like my sandwiches to have 6 or 7 ingredients, not meat and bread, fried. With fries on it. Anyway, singing, dancing, food. All cultures share an appreciation, and it's a way you can truly connect with someone from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
We all like to dance, we all like to sing, we all want to be loved and respected, and we all want to eat some kick-ass hipster breakfast. Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy Guys actually picked a hero that does building damage. And they banned Magnus.
Yep, let's actually look at the draft here before us. They're well into it now. They did do the Magnus ban, like you were just saying. They still creep it to PA. Empire like to get it there, and they have the Vengeful Spirits pair with it, that Mighty Aura, and now the OD comes
into
out.
Puck Undying. It's a bit awkward. I don't typically see that. Not bad. It does own TB until he has BKB. And it also kind of beats Dazzle because the Grave is nullified because you just Astral him through it.
Yep.
But I hope this isn't a support Dazzle. Core Dazzle is so much better, especially against the lineup of Empire.
Do you think there's no room for a support Dazzle in this Earth anymore? Or do you think Dazzle is
okay?
It's not that it's bad. It's just that Dazzle's better as a core. So it's just like missed out opportunity or missed out value, not necessarily that.
But is there going to be a pocket that still needs to be filled by someone like Dazzle? Or are there other support options that can do what he did?
I think it's more like this, where you first pick him, you intend he's going to be a core, and then you see another core that you want to pick or need to snag up. You say, okay, fine, Dazzle's going to be a 4 this game or whatever it is.
I just don't know if the Puck counters this new core Venge. It was traditionally a counter because you can't swap out a coil. But now it's like kind of meh.
Yeah.
Like the Venge is just in your face. He's aggro swapping. How does Coil work as a counter? You could see he could never really man fight a Venge. You would just get hit in the mouth. And you're afraid. You're a fairy dragon, not a prize fighter.
It's true. You guys like MMA at all, watching it?
You know,
I like the big fights.
I kind of do now. I used to really not like it, and this might be stereotypical, but I watched the McGregor-Mayweather boxing match.
Of course you did.
And, like, it was interesting, though. That was the first time I found that kind of stuff interesting. And that kind of opened my...
That was a terrible fight, though.
Well, I know, but it was it was so hyped and weird. You know, I felt like I was glued to it just thinking, what's going to happen? You know, is he going to do something crazy? Is he going to get DQ'd? You know, it was just... It sort of turned me on to appreciate another side of the sport I never saw before.
Okay.
Well, that was a boxing match, really.
Effectively, what he's saying is to just interpret that is that he's not a fan of boxing, but he bought into the hype, sort of like everything Kim Kardashian or Kanye.
Well, and it made Mott has the UFC
was a total
pass.
bandwagoner.
So we've watched a bunch of the fights. Mott bought the UFC online pass or whatever. So we went back and watched a lot of the fights and stuff, and it's pretty interesting. I definitely appreciate it as sort of like an art form way more than I did before.
Art form.
Jiu-jitsu.
Isn't jiu-jitsu an art form?
Jiu-jitsu's an art form, I guess, in its way, for sure.
I mean, it's pretty complicated. Mad respect.
It looks like you're still trying to process how jiu-jitsu is an art form.
I'm just thinking about the draft, about life.
10 seconds remaining.
But how I got here.
You can go for it. They don't want you to go to that dark place.
What dark? Oh, no, it's fine.
Bane comes out, 5th and final pickup here. So they got the BKB piercing lockdown, isolating the Terror Blade, I suppose.
You know, the issue with this draft, though, a lot of single target. Not much team fighter AoE, especially against an Undying. You have no tomb hitters.
3 daggers and a Sanity's Eclipse.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm going to say this, guys, but I like the Happy Guys lineup a lot more, and I haven't even seen their last pick. But you never know. Cinderin could ruin it. The anti-Bob Ross, I've heard him called.
The anti-Bob Ross?
He saves, and then he ruins.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like he takes over for your game, saves it, ruins it. So at least you can go back to square one before Cinderin.
Well, we'll see. I have faith in Sind.
I do too. Cinderin's a great guy. He's a nice dude. I'm misunderstood.
Yeah, better say that because people out there, unfortunately, they probably don't know your relationship with them.
Is he misunderstood?
So,
do people think Cinderin's a dick? I feel like he has a reputation for being a nice guy.
I respect.
Nice.
I respect Cinderin because I've told him like, hey, there are games I was like going to commentate and he was playing. And I was like, hey, I'm probably going to flame you. And he's like, sure, go for it. I don't care. You're garbage.
And he took him up on it.
His opinion is the more I flame him, the more shit he's going to talk when he inevitably proves that I'm an idiot and he was good the whole time.
Oh.
So it's like really just it's about creating drama, manufacturing it. We're trying to make Dota more like
Conor
Mayweather McGregor. Exactly.
There you go. See where you're going.
I'm trying to make Dota more interesting.
Okay. That's how you scale, dude. You got to make it relatable to the casual audience.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, here it is, the Happy Guys 5th pick, and it's going to be the Knicks. Typically good against the OD.
Yeah.
And can definitely be a bit of a combo breaker.
Boogie Knicks, though. If he hits Nick stuns like Sand King stuns, we could be in for a treat.
How decisive is it that he needs to land it? And they have some jump in puck, but outside of that, yeah, there's not a whole lot of lockdown initiation.
It's just a tough game. This is a game where the PA has really got to go off. He needs a fast Battle Fury time and a faster BKB.
Yeah, but what about a Hood? If he considers getting a Hood first in this one,
if he gets Hood, I'm leaving the couch.
There's certainly
I'm
no
leaving
reason
the couch.
at
I'm
all.
not staying.
Certainly no reason at all he would get a Hood. If he gets a Hood, I'll leave the couch.
All right, we can both. We'll leave.
Right.
Is that cool? Ziori, are you cool with
That's
that?
cool. All right, that's the deal.
fine.
If he buys a Hood, I will fucking solo cast this game, dude.
Yay, a
100%.
Hood!
I am in.
Sounds good.
I'm ready to
want him buy it
commandeer
now.
this shit.
That would be
I
pretty
mean,
gnarly.
to be fair, there is a Stormstormer Puck again. So if Puck, we don't know why he bought the Hood. So was Puck part of the reason?
Could be.
You know, Puck's a lot of magic damage. There's also
they had the Sand King too at the time.
yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
Nyx Assassin though, he's more mixed, but
I would
I
be
don't know.
very surprised.
I'd be shocked too. But
Maybe Sage and Yasha again though. Maybe.
great, cool. I
Well,
hate the Sancho
you were the one who
Yasha.
said that they should have the Sane Yashikaya.
Yes.
The three,
For
the-
sure.
The Menage a Trois, right?
Yeah.
I think it'll come
The
eventually.
KYS.
The three Musketeers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty
Do you get
badass.
extra value for combining the three together?
You should get marginally more,
Like
but it's more
bonus
about the
stats?
slot efficiency, I think.
That too.
Yeah.
Who would it be best on?
I was just going to ask that question. You asked
Fuck.
great questions over there.
Oh, get out of my head.
Probably heroes like
Prepare
the-
for battle.
anything that's already buying like Kaya Yasha could probably add an Assange, no problem. So heroes like
Storm?
OD,
So, OD, Storm, contender.
heroes like maybe Necro,
Lesh, if he was a thing.
Shadow Fiend?
Shadow Fiend, yeah, I can see Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiend? Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting. We'll see if the Frog decides one day he wants to put the swords and have all the tips touch each other. Could happen.
I like when the tips touch.
Yeah. Go on.
You need a visual aid. There's not much.
All right, no problem.
Tips only, not the streams.
Did you ever cross swords with somebody
No.
like when you were a kid?
I mean, I don't think so. If it would've
Figuratively
made my
or
brother, I don't remember
literally?
though.
30 seconds.
Are we talking about literal swordplay or?
I mean, you
Yeah,
had like
it's
90
innuendo.
brothers, right? Did you ever
No,
do
I
it?
mean like where you pretend to be a knight or something and you grab like a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll and you hit each other.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Never
I
did
mean,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, we had
Is that what you're talking about, though, dude? Grin on your
What
face.
were you talking about,
I
Dakota?
don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, you're
What
talking
other
about a
fun stuff
dark
did you
place.
do with all your brothers, dude?
Well, dude, you know the best game actually. Shout out to my dad because he probably heard himself doing this. But we usused to play a game called Egg Thief.
Egg thief.
Egg Thief.
Grab the huevos.
Yeah. So he would have, like the balls in the ball pit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like they're a little bouncy, but not too much.
Yeah, okay.
So he would pretend, because we were all about the dinosaurs, he'd pretend to be like a dinosaur, like a mother dinosaur.
cool.
And he'd have the egg, and we had to get it. And that usually involved, choking him a little bit.
Oh, God.
Trying to get
What?
the egg.
What?
How many of you are like
And it would,
dogpiling onto
well,
him,
it's funny.
trying to grab the egg right now?
All, like, there's 5 of us.
Oh
so
my
the
God.
game definitely got more challenging for him as we got older.
I bet.
It got to the
Do you
point.
still play it with him when you go home on the
No,
holiday?
no,
Grab
no,
the
no.
egg, father.
Oh, man. I also juked the shit out of him one time, and he tore his ACL. Sorry,
shit.
Pop.
Damn.
That was
Tore his
different.
ACL?
We
Oh
were
my
playing- we were
God,
playing
that's like
football.
life crippling.
Maybe it wasn't his ACL. He did something bad.
Okay, I was gonna say.
My bad.
Holy my God.
But the fun was that we would play until someone started crying, pretty much. Like when someone
Oh,
got
okay.
hurt, someone always got hurt. They'd go for like the running jump, then
Yeah,
like
took it
accidentally
too far.
slide off and land on their head.
Damn. All right. Hard approach here on a TB. They're trying to take advantage of Wally's metamorph. They're like, what are you going to do with your metamorph now, buddy? Oh, man.
Whoa.
They do end up losing the tusk, though, under
Get a
the
first
tower.
blood. That's what they're doing. Maybe another one.
He's baiting him in for more. But
Gets
he
it.
does get dropped. Man. Yeah, Bane's a pervert, I think.
All right, coddle guy.
I mean, I'm not saying Kyle's not a pervert. I'm saying Kyle can recognize another pervert.
Okay, that's fair. You're an expert.
Is there even such a thing as a pervert, though?
What do you mean?
Like
Creeper and pervert are
Okay,
they in
here's the
same
thing. Let me
neighborhood?
rephrase.
Yeah, what's
If
a
what
pervert?
you're into doesn't hurt anybody else, is that still weird?
Yeah, it depends on
Like-
what it is. Obviously, there's
What
some
if
stuff that's
I-
against the law.
What if I just get really turned on by like sticking my foot in mayonnaise?
Oh, Grant would definitely would never know, I'd hope. But
Isn't perv more just like about putting something sexual that doesn't necessarily have to be? Like it's a normal situation, you make a dick joke, it's like, oh, you're a pervert. It's not a judgment on what you made a joke about, just that you injected sex unnecessarily.
maybe just another word
Can
for
you
being
inject
lewd.
sex?
I don't know if you can.
Did you say
Tweet
what?
at me.
Deject it?
Inject it. Like you just
Inject it?
shoot up with some hot lovin'.
I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, hard pressure here. They're running it back here onto the bottom lane,
Dude,
and
they're
it looks
beating-
like it's
oh my
going to
God.
be simultaneous action. The
How
drops from both
insane
sides.
is Tusk? You're beating an undying Terrorblade lane with Venge Tusk.
Yep.
This is crazy. They're not really out CSing at all, but they're at least finding kills.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Behold!
Yeah, looks like a good start for Empire to get the drop on both ends. I want to see more of that top lane action here a bit, but 9-7 to Puck's 10-6. Things are pretty even here. In the mid lane it would go. All right.
I gotta say, I do like the Happy Guys lineup. I think it's much easier for them to execute. The only downside is they don't have like PA is like just nice because it's so easy to play, right? You just kind of do damage. The TB has got to be dancing a bit more. You have to play around Sunder and your BKB, especially in a game like this. So Empire certainly can win. They find those initial pickoffs. It's just oh whoa, what?
Bane, where are you going? That's
Okay.
not your side of the map, bruh.
Hey, it's worth it. Space made.
Oh, it is turning out to be worth it, and he's just going to walk away.
All right, see you later, Bane. He's fast.
Well,
Fast enough to make it
It's
out
like,
from that.
grats, Dazzle. You totally TP'd, but now I'm going to just die to this tower.
What? Okay, yeah. Oh, you'll just
He
take
was-
himself all the way inside.
he was just trying to suicide and didn't want to give Dazzle the
yeah.
gold.
Still.
And
All
All
right.
right, that's a quality tip right
Yeah.
there. I like that.
Yeah, died anyways. All right, well, we see Happy Guys trying to mend the damage that's been done here in the bottom lane a bit.
I can hear them playing code names in their Dakota. I really hope this PA buys a
Oh,
hood.
did someone bring it?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
played
it
yesterday.
was here last night.
Oh, sick. All right, great.
I love code names.
Oh yeah, you were on the couch. We talked about it. It was fun last night.
Nice.
It was actually close games, too. Until
Yep.
Ziori started giving clues.
Hey, I started giving clues.
Anytime
We
it's
came in
turn
the back
2
nine.
and someone gives one word, like, you know,
Whoa.
one
One.
answer,
Yeah.
that's like, come on, dog.
Well, it's because
Amateur
my
hour.
team was considering the kill word, so I had to play it really safe to make sure they didn't go down a dark alley. It's conservative, Kyle. That's why we won.
The tip back right there. Yeah, Codenames is good. I was trying to figure out ways to stream it, but it's not an easy game to kind of, broadcast.
It is hard to stream.
And most board games, obviously, are a bit tricky.
It's one where you need like you need like pocket cams.
Yeah.
You need to be able to see the cards up front.
Fight for the bounties here. Puck moving in, getting some damage onto the Venge. She's able to disjoint the magic missile. And
What?
they put their focus on the Tusk instead. To the high ground they go.
Radiant's middle tower
I've
is
thought
under
for a
attack.
while that in,
Nice.
like, future summits, like, screw the group stage. Just make it games.
Just
like,
make it
yeah, so
games.
so you literally play like a code names, sack race, and I don't know, Monopoly, or like just literally play games for the group stage, and then the Dota is like the bracket.
Just the bracket.
Are
Yeah.
they connected or just separate things?
They're connected. Like you just play different games.
That's
And,
part
like,
of the tournament
with
that
the
seeds
pro
you into
players.
the Dota.
Yes, it is a tournament. It is a serious Dota tournament, but instead of a group stage, you just play different stuff.
Do you think players would actually do that?
Seems like a hard sell
I think
unless we
so.
have a lot of money involved to say you can come if we have like a $1 million prize pool.
I think it'd be more fun than just Dota for like 8 days. You play Dota for 4 days or something.
I mean, you make it sound
saying.
fun, and I know you're a guy who would be all up for that kind of activity, but it's a hard sell. On
It probably really would depend on what the games are.
I mean, cornhole, code names, good start.
Okay, yeah.
That's all we need, really.
You need a variety. You need some physical games.
Obstacle
That's why cornhole's
courses.
good. Dangerous, though. You don't want people to get injured. You don't want any hand injuries.
Yeah, Universe was talking about, or Jack Universe, I remember was like, oh, let's go. Talking about going snowboarding. I'm like, man, that sounds fun, but
You shall not.
might break your hands and end your career. That would be not fun.
That would be not fun. Any players getting insurance on their hands?
They should.
Can you?
I'm sure you can. There's people who've got insurance like on their voice for singing and such.
Really?
Yeah. All right.
Holy crap,
Whoa,
the
whoa.
damage. But the tombstone,
He's fine. The wave,
Whoa.
not quite there. Her dying breath, not going to be lived up to. Now they're going to try to finish her off. Also the
Oh,
Bane.
nice.
gonna get
Cinder
smacked
in.
down.
and Cinder, they are killing
Okay.
the game right now. This is
All
looking
right.
great
The
for Happy
comeback.
Guys.
The comeback now, but PA.
Can we check in on PA's item build, please?
Looks like we got Wraith Bands.
And a Battle Fury queued up for now, but who
All
knows?
All right. Sorry, no solo cast potential.
If she dies a few more times, though, she could go back for it.
Yep. Really says I give up. Okay, Carapace to the save himself.
Carapace is kind of cool against like the potential Venge swap. You know, Nyx is absolutely not someone you want to swap, so it lets him kind of play kind of baity, you know, front lines because of the Carapace.
It's true. I don't think anyone's going to be privy to swap and then ignore him until the Carapace is over.
I like Nyx. I wish we saw him a little bit more. Surprised, like, against these Medusa drafts, the mana burn hasn't been more of a go-to.
Yeah, he also had a good spot in a lot of the global strats and global lineups. Yeah, okay, finding it out now. Coil set up from the low ground here. Coming out to the OD, self-astral to buy some time as Bane will rotate in, and that gank will be averted. Easy dodge out. Meanwhile, bottom. Cinderin just after his earlier praise. And a bit of a jam.
That's okay. You're an Undying. You have free trip home.
Yeah.
It's a streak ended, though, so it's actually kind of a lot of gold for the Tusk.
Tusk happy to take it here. Doesn't really have too much to his name at the moment, unfortunately, but you don't need a whole lot, right? Tusk is just a great toolkit.
For sure. Cinderin's back already. Straight back to the bottom lane.
Ooh.
Hello.
Ooh, Metamorph. Big boy wants to come play. He's looking at Venge.
He's got some zombies.
Turn
Venge in
around.
trouble.
Okay, they're going to
Snowball
try to make
in.
something happen.
They're going to
OD's
turn
here.
with OD. They're maybe going to get one. The Banish will secure that kill most likely. And Cinderin dies as well. Double for Kodos. Ends up pretty good for Empire, but they lose their Venge, so not ideal.
I'd say that's an alright trade, though. You'll take that.
Oh, for sure. For sure. 7-7 now. Things only slightly in the favor of Happy Guys. Nothing to really boast about at the moment. PA still sits at the top of the net worth, as we can see. It's going to be a call to action likely for Happy Guys. I don't know if this puck can get a nicely timed Blink Dagger, but I think as mentioned in the draft, she's like one of the only options to kind of get any sort of fight started. Meanwhile, on Empire, we look and they got Astral setups, they got Swap setups, Tusk and Snowball in, Sleep setups. Did you say that Happy Guys had an easier to execute lineup this game, or was it last game?
Radiant's bottom tower
Any
is
thoughts on
under
their
attack.
lineup and how to execute it?
I mean, they just have the ability to execute, if that makes sense, because they can go kill buildings. And they have a natural hunt hero in the Nyx that'll also scale well against the OD into the late game.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It's
attack.
nice for Puck to have heroes that provide vision, I think, and that's something they were missing in the previous game. That Spectre, Sand King, and Puck all want someone to play around, and they didn't really have anything. And it's easy to make mistakes.
And Dazzle, after doing a mild bit of harassment onto the PA. There's a Bane stalking here. But yeah, as you mentioned, they were on the hunt earlier, took Tusk down. That gets Puck that much closer to the Blink. And some more kill opportunities here. More ways to kind of just create space for the Terror Blade to be as big and bad as scary as we all know in the later game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I mean, because, I don't know, I would probably just still favor Empire in the late game, right? Do you think just a metamorphed, sundering Terrorblade is scary enough to go against both PA and Vengeful Spirit? Late game is
Dire's
Empire.
middle tower is under attack.
I
Good
don't know.
talk.
Heard OD ult, sorry. Distracted. Think Puck's dead. Yeah.
Misunderstanding.
Nyx will probably be able to find him. And it's much easier to Carapace than OD now, because you just stand near where he's orbing, and you're going to take the
Radiant's
damage.
bottom
Yeah.
tower
Also,
is
this
under attack.
is... Ooh, this is interesting.
Ooh, it's a long chase.
Oh, but it's... Oh, nice try. That was sick. He tried to drop the tranquils so that he would keep the move speed bonus, but alas. He does buy before he dies, though, which means he loses no gold off that kill, which is quite nice. And Empire, even though I felt like they were behind in draft, like they're doing nice. Like whenever you're PAOD or top 2 net worths, you're feeling good.
Yep. Yeah, that
Radiant's
OD
bottom
crept up there
tower
real
has
quick
fallen.
with those couple of kills now.
And the other thing is, like, they have way more damage amplification. That's the big bonus for Team Empire. They've got Venge and Tusk. You're going to provide so much physical damage, and man, oh, this Nyx, he's in trouble.
Yeah, speaking of Venge and Tusk, they're getting a setup here. On to little Nyx in the bottom. Here comes an approach and some assistance from Cinderin. Gets the double decay.
Well,
And they do get the finish of Vengeful Spirit. The rip's there.
Venge was broken. What did that? One of Nyx, does your ulti Vendetta break now?
Yes, I believe so. Isn't that a nice buff to Nyx? Vendetta now applies a break.
Wow.
Down there.
That's really cool.
4 seconds.
Nyx is actually a way better pick against PA than expected, if that's the case. That's really cool. That is the more you know, folks.
Huh. I forgot about that until just now.
You had no idea about it until just now.
Well, I remember when you brought it up. It's like, oh, yeah.
I never brought it up. I didn't know that till just now. And I could admit that I didn't know something,
Well, you just mentioned it. I remember that I saw it once, you know.
You remember.
I remember that I saw it one time and then forgot it.
Did you know the way memory works is you don't actually remember the events. You form the memory and then you remember yourself remembering it. That's why memories change. And there's such a thing as like rose-colored glasses because you literally don't remember the bad parts.
Huh. That's kind of weirdly meta. You remember yourself remembering.
Yeah.
What is it when you think you remember something one way, but it's actually incorrect? Like the spelling of Bernstein Bears and such.
Oh, there's a word for that.
And the movie where Shaq's a genie or something like that. Kazam. But everyone thinks it's called Shazam or something.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like misnomer.
No, that's not it. I bet people in chat know what it is, but I can't
think
remember.
Gran would say it's called being a dumbass.
The Mandela effect?
Yeah,
yes, the Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, because
somebody misspelled it.
Because yep, that's it.
Interesting.
So when you think you remember something one way, like you're convinced it was that way, and then when you actually see what it was, you're like, that's not true. That's simply not true.
That's happened
the break,
a couple times.
The stun, no fun for PA. Or is there? The snowball.
Ooh. The coil.
All right, never mind. No snowball. He can't. He was leashed. I forgot. Puck coil. New effect. It leashes you, which disables snowball save.
Oh, these 7.20 mechanics all being thought of by happy guys.
So what's the one with the bears? It's Bernstein Bears?
Berenstein.
It's
Berenstein.
People were... The spelling of it could have been like Berenstein.
I thought it was
Bears
just
or
Bern, like
Berenstein.
Berenstein.
Yeah, it's the
Berenstein
part of it. Yeah.
Dire's structures are fortified.
The Berenstein Bears.
Dire's top
The Bears.
tower is under attack.
Oh, regional.
Yeah, because people did have pictures of like all these different spellings of it as well. Okay.
Nyx on the run, and I think it'll be good. They dropped the sentry, but it's a little too far back. Old Nixies. Step ahead. That Carapace is cruising. Boogie, though, playing mobile ward. Illidan takes a dagger, but he's pretty far back. They might still commit for this. PA does jump forward. Not much follow-up. They do get some eyes onto the Nyx. They'll put him to sleep. Now a jaunt across, but that won't stop Bane. He's got the reach for a Fiend's Grip. A Sunder used defensively onto the Puck, but they do lose Boogie. It's a big coil. I heard a snap. Now a Nightmare, though. Puck in a lot of trouble. Stormer goes down.
Sky camera here. All right. Going back in. Tombstone to the high ground, though. Very helpful. And they're going to try to swing it out from under it. They only get the OD down. That's not going to be acceptable enough, but there we go. They drop.
They're getting cleaned
Vengeful Spirit and Bane, and the cleanup's happening here. They get a good turnaround. That multi-man coil, quick buyback. Have you guys made the call to fight? And they'll get some rewards for it.
Radiant's middle tower is under
No PA
attack.
kill, but still some good work. And Terrorblade takes back that secondary spot as net worth. Actually,
Radiant's
scratch
middle
that.
tower
Top of
is
net
under
worth now.
attack.
Huh. Is PA still committed to the Battle Fury?
Yes.
Well, let me
He
show
already
you the
bought
hood.
Purse. He has to.
Yep, very close. Okay.
I'm trying to remember if there's any other popular Mandela effect things, but can't think of it outside the Shaq Genie and Bernstein Bears thing.
I'm sure if you Googled it, there'd be a bunch.
I don't want to Google it.
That's too new-fashioned.
You know who's a real idiot?
Who?
Paul Krugman.
Who's that?
Some guy.
Got him, Paul.
See you later, Paul. What a dumbass.
It's probably someone out there with that name who's not even the person you're talking about.
Nah, he's a guy, but I don't want to get into it.
All right.
Oh, all right.
All right. Well,
You know who really?
thank you for that.
You know who sucks? Stacy.
Oh, come on. Stacy out there doesn't even know you're saying that about her.
Come on.
Not my Aunt Stacy. She's awesome, but God damn.
There's a lot of Stacys out there.
You know
What's
who's
a
awesome?
name that just they're a real jerk? If you say Kyle, I swear.
Okay.
I
Crispin.
mean,
Crispin, yeah, that guy's a douche.
Crispin. I've
What if-
never
to that-
met a nice Crispin.
Tristan, how about that one?
Tristan. Yeah. Tristan's up there with Crispin.
Tristan's
God.
out there, Dota fans. Like,
What about
come on, man.
Todd?
No, Tad.
Tad, I know a cool Tad.
Do you?
Yeah, from Valve.
Oh, okay.
Shout
I
out to
don't-
Tad, actually.
I
He's a
don't know,
great
man. Can't think of too many other names, though.
Jump in,
What?
coil, multi-grab.
What are
from the
Venge and
Vengeful
Bane
Spirit
doing
and Bane,
there?
and they're both going to get snapped down. That means that
They
Tusk
like
is forced down the
hold
side.
Hold up. I'm sorry. They walked up to the TB to what? Stun and sleep him? Like, are you guys?
There was no plan.
What the hell are you doing? They're right there. You see them. Yo,
What about Tanner, Kyle? How do you feel about that?
I don't give. I don't know, dude. I'm just trying to make sense of this Dota game. I swear to God, Cappy guys, you got to take this one home, boys.
Let's go, happy
You got
boys.
this one. You
They
can
are
do it.
in
Be
the
happy.
pit. They
Hey,
are
there's a blink
swinging.
dagger on Puck. They're ready. Here's
Oh,
your big
don't
one.
leave the pit.
That just came out now, huh? All right, well, at least it's
Oh.
there.
Uh-oh. Courier
well,
goes down.
Got it.
That's a loaded courier, too.
All
He's
right.
got an orb.
They're. Please tell me they're not throwing.
Okay, they are going to swing outside the pit, and that should be quick finish of Cinderin, but it's space to get the finish of the Roche. That means the Age is going to get quickly picked up by Terrorblade, obviously, and then we're going to have to pause it.
All right, we have a pause.
Yeah, we got to wait a moment.
Man, a lot of names in here. A lot of rage coming out in chat.
Like,
Oh,
what-
I just got a
God,
text
what
from
are
my
they-
brother. He said, my best friend in college is named Tristan. How dare you? But you know what? This is my fourth brother, Brandon. And you know what I've heard?
What?
Is that he is a little bit of a jerk.
Brandon is?
Brandon.
I've had some fair Brandons
So-
in my life.
Draskell.
Draskell.
Just kidding, Brandon. You're a nice guy.
All right, here we go. Dropping down now, another coil setup here coming up from the happy guys. Terrorblade looking to get into the things, just drop his Aegis right away, holding out the Metamorph. And now repositioning from Empire here for their new approach. Daggers being thrown, they head out to one side. They'll get the swift finish of Vengeful Spirit and Bane. Another promising swing for happy guys, and the rest of Empire have to bail out. But hey, at least they already got rid of the Aegis, so that's not anything Empire have to worry about. And their PA is still holding top net worth now. So Terrorblade's not really, you know, pulling further and further ahead based on these even two positive skirmishes for happy guys.
PA could still take off here. He just got his Battle Fury. He's farming. Gonna have the Deso.
That puck blink. Is it stuck on the screen? How long has that puck had blink?
Did he sell it and then rebuy
Why is
it?
that still there?
Like, click on the puck. Did he?
That was weird. The puck had bought blink for the Roche.
He might have sold it back right away.
Interesting.
We didn't have him selected.
I was meant to have this.
Dire are
Scoop.
scanning.
All right.
Dire's
And
top
easy
tower
bounties pick
is
up
under
for
attack.
Empire.
It's a 2-2. An even split.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, I mean, at this point, Empire just content on kind of farming the map in the economy game. They accept that some tier 1s may have to be sacrificed for this, but what they don't know maybe is that Vendetta is right behind, scouting out their Vengeful Spirit. They're going to quickly snipe her down.
It's a nice pick. That's what you got to do with your Knicks.
Thing is, it's the very definition of an empty kill. You waste a lot of resources and time.
Well, hey, they're going bottom. They're
They
gonna
Yeah,
gotta
get
but
tower.
that
Gotta get
that
towers.
tower was gonna die regardless.
Well,
Like that tower's already dead.
and Tusk got another
And look at the
tower.
map control. Look at Bane. He's placing a really deep ward because he knows that the entire
Dire's bottom tower
Radiant side is all the way in the bottom area of the map. Nice job.
Yep, that's good heads up from the
Dire's
support.
structures are fortified.
I always try to look out for that as a support
Where do
player.
you
I don't
place
think
it?
a lot of
Okay.
people
Oh,
do.
there it is. I was gonna say I didn't see it.
Recognizing if you have a side of the map that's pretty much going to be
Dire's
sacrificed
bottom
and you
tower
know the
is
majority
under
of teams
attack.
there, head to the other side. Get some
Radiant's
boards down,
top
get some
tower
vision
is
down.
under Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Storm's been starting out a lot of the fights. Hanging out through the bottom lane, but you know, happy
I
guys
think
try
you
to see if they can catch.
you
It's
can
just
turn
Empire
this.
dodging.
Yeah, you can fight
Knicks
this
is
though.
high
for the time.
level, dude.
Is under
13.
attack.
He's got a Midas.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That Deso's done.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's ready.
Shadow wave.
All right, we got some big boy items coming out now. wonder if this could be one of those situations. One big fight, suddenly base down.
I'm really surprised we have a Manta first on the TB. Don't your illusions just die to Cleave and OD? I love some big reflections, though. It's always nice to reflect Avenge.
What else are you manting off, really? Feeble? Can't even manta it off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not a fan of Peter. Is that your dad? That's great. I don't.
Dire's
Oh, I
top
see
tower
now.
is under attack.
So, looking at this game,
With our eyeballs.
I'm concerned that Happy Guys is not going to have the team play required to execute a push before this PA hits that magical Deso BKB level 20 timing that we have seen time and time again. Because Nyx, sure, you're going to be farmed, but the way he's itemizing, he's never going to have armor. And if there's a BKB PA, he's just going to die. And there's no peel. They have a grave. That could be good. We'll see. We'll find out after these short messages. Please, if you're watching at home, are you bored? I'm bored. You know what I wish I could do right now? I wish I could go on Discord and I could go find Minion Masters, a new mobile game, is it? Computer game? It's a game.
Computer.
It's fun.
It's a computer.
I've never played it, but I'm told it's fantastic. And after you do that, please make a donation to Wikipedia. Thank you.
This message brought to you by Swiddlemelons.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is brought to you by BTS,
Dire's top
who I
tower
represent.
is under attack.
Here comes a smoke movement right now from Empire here. They feel like the presence of Happy Guys in their own woods and seeing they get a unique approach. And it's Vendetta walking in, getting quickly gripped, getting quickly blasted. Snowballing on forward, looking to go
not
for
the
more.
Terrorblade.
And he is way far out. Does the illusion. Look at
Nice
this from
coil.
behind, though. Yeah, the coil stops them in their tracks, and they could turn their focus onto the Tusk and quickly whip them down.
TP
Alright.
just whomped.
That's
nice
a really
swap there.
aggressive swap.
Man, Stormer gets a good setup right there, and it could be disastrous for Empire as they try to make sense of the situation.
Not good for Empire. Way too split. Archangel gets obliterated, and they're going to push on. There's been a buyback from the Tusk, so that is a 3 for nil exchange. BKB.
Jesus.
They get Sin,
well.
they get Illidan. The daddy is here.
Yeah, he is.
This game's over. They're just going to buy BKBs, and then everyone's going to feed on the side of Happy Guys.
Yeah. No grave for Afro Boosh.
It's just it's the timings. This is when you're strong. How is it terrible? Like, what's his item? He just has Manta, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, you don't think you need a BKB against
Dire's
OD?
middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Well, PA knows she needs a BKB and is picking up one next. She's trying to hit that critical strike golden hour. And, well, she does manage to score another kill there.
Oh.
Even Nyx is having a bit of trouble going
Nyx
for the
might
finish.
die.
He's juked out right now. There's the Yules. That should help land the follow-up. Nothing? Okay. Blink out to the side, and she dances her ass home.
Why is he running that way?
I don't know. He's taunting and
Oh, the
running
rune.
other
The
way.
rune. No, get the rune.
Why
No,
did you even
what
go
was
that
that?
way?
What the?
What the hell are you doing over there?
What are you doing?
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, not again. You know, that was like Kevin from The Office moment. He made the chili,
Under attack.
and he spilled it everywhere. Poor guy.
That moment always makes me so sad.
I love when he's cleaning it up with the clipboard. So.
And there we see it, the net worth swing now taking full form here for Empire.
Yeah, be in favor of the OD team.
OT just kind of came in with a round 2 punch that Happy Guys were not ready for. Looked so promising at the start of that swing with the coils set up and everything from Stormer to catch him, but not everybody from Empire was there. Oh, look at, okay, Scotty's done. He's got the stats now.
It's on the way. PA's still going to do this, Dakota.
All right.
She's
I
still
would not
going
be
to do it.
surprised. She's still pretty yoked. So funny because it felt like not long ago I was trying to propose like why not PA in this situation, and everyone was just scoffing at the
Radiant's
RNG
top tower is under
damage
attack.
output and how ridiculous it was. But here we are. PA's the new hot tomato.
Well, the triple dagger, and now a smoke from the other team. Happy guys, they're ready to move up to the high ground. They find one. They catch him again. It's a tusk. That's another dieback. No buyback available in the grave for a long time. Although Roche is not up. How unfortunate for the happy guys.
Would be soon, right? Looks like it.
Could be. Can we mouse over the little Roche icon there real quick? 24 seconds. Oh, he's up in 24.
Will respond, yeah.
Okay.
They're good if they can hang around and hold the area, keep the perimeter safe. How is the anti-Roche of Empire? It's fair.
Dazzle with a blast. Another big item.
I think almost Happy Guys lineup's scary to fight into if they're Roshing.
Silence.
And yeah, like you said, Dazzle the Vlad's candidate.
Yeah, no. We're going to have a basher now on the PA. He's peeking, boys. It's very tough to stop a man at his peak. Just ask my man, Ralph.
Hey, Ralph.
He's not here.
Machio. Yeah, the only damage they have for this PA is Terrorblade, and he doesn't have a way to work his way through the blur either. So that magical burst, hopefully they just kite otherwise. But we'll see. They're going to make the most of the situation now. Roche is up. They move inside, they pop the Metamorph, and they're going to begin things here. It doesn't seem like Empire, never mind, Empire right around the corner. So they're going to be here in just a moment. And we'll see how things are going to pan out for Happy Guys, because
they can do it.
Yeah, they got a real nice smooth approach here. They see the wave. They're going to throw the orb. They'll see no one, and they'll be a bit confused.
Benj is so good in these kind of scenarios. Her scouting potential gives you so much info.
They're just going to wait for the Metamorph maybe to be finished?
Yep, that would be... Oh, this triple dagger, though. I don't actually know if you can fight at this timing as Happy Guys. You need a BKB on your Terrorblade.
They got to do something. They got to do something. This is all their firepower, and it's just going to get wasted. What's the commitment going to be? Is it going to be for an approach on Empire or for the Roche? Oh, my God.
Very limited time on this meta. This is not going to be worth it.
Oh, my God. They bailing out now. Bailing out now. They're done. There's no win in that fight. That was nicely done from Empire. They just...
Yeah, they
actually
really
kept them in check.
They really
right
stood on that hill real good,
they
Dakota.
kept them in check, man. They recognized that was one of the few glimpses of any fragment of a win condition for Happy Guys.
What is our win condition at? Is it Dota Plus? I'd say like 80%.
I mean, now it's got to be pretty significant, right?
All right, close.
I've seen more lopsided win percentages at the KO Major than this. So.
Well, okay, Mr. Man.
I'm just saying. Never
was that like a subtle KL Major brag?
Oh, I've already said that most of the games I got to cast were not that exciting. I mean, LGD was so damn good at the start of that event. They crushed everything.
Yeah.
And then fell away.
Well, Hex on the OD. So some more catch now for Empire with a smoke, looking for options. Benj loses it, but they'll get a bounty.
Why don't they just move in there and take the Roche themselves?
It's tough. You're fighting into Undying and Puck. Very difficult. I hate Yules on Puck in this game. Whenever you're not playing against any silences, I feel like it's a wasted item.
Well, they are going to take heed to your advice here, Dakota, and hop into the pit. Meta still on cooldown, I think, for at least another 30.
It's because Puck was showing top the whole time, and he's the guy that would scout Roche. So if you see him mindlessly farming creep waves, you know that Roche is safe to take. They also have a ton of minus armor, which is now more effective on Roche than in previous patches. So it died very quickly. What's Venge got? Yeah, I don't know about the Glimmer Cape, but interesting. I think his Solar Crest is going to be sick when he picks that up. I like that he's playing more of a support style Venge, though. When you have PAOD, you really don't need to be relied upon to do damage. Oh, PA! Is this the target? He does have the Aegis.
They have to burst her down twice if they want something. Coil on the back lines to lock him in the spot, but OD just walking in with the BKB, dishing out the right clicks. There goes the ulti, but Terrorblade does find an opportunity with his new BKB to just metamorph and dish out the damage. He's chasing down that OD, trying to go for the finish, while on the other side, the PA is diving in deep, looking to go for the Nyx. Changes the target, looking to move over, still fighting with that first life. Finally loses the Aegis. It takes so much. Buyback going to be forced out from the Dazzle. Where's our Terrorblade at? Still trying to fight it down. Does manage to finally bring that OD. It's going to be a 3 for 2. And now to finish things out, the Metamorph move in and look at this. I mean, Happy Guys are trying to hold. Happy Guys are doing it. The PA is able to get the grab and the dieback of Dazzle, but okay, now buyback's coming out from Empire. They're gonna.
PA is going in.
Yeah. All right. Well, good stun.
What
Good right clicks.
Where is he?
Good finish of PA. Does have a buyback. I don't think they want to spend everything they got though.
That was a hella questionable swap.
I think it was too.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm back.
And he buys back. All right.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well then.
All right.
Yeah, I got.
I think that swap was what actually saved the Terrorblade.
Yeah, I think the OD just ulted too late as well.
They ulted the BKB.
I mean, did he know Terrible had a BKB? I think that was the debut of it. He kind of just showed up and had it all of a sudden.
I think it was the debut. Yeah.
So you can't really fault him too much. Kind of went in there and terribly made the most of a window of a brand new BKB. Chased the OD all the way to the other side. PA was chasing the players. The happy guys, they were all split up. I don't know, maybe you can make the argument PA should just put all of her focus onto the Terrorblade, but I guess that leaves Dazzle open for the grave. Yeah, it was an awkward fight for sure.
Well, Big Dick Nix, he's got the Aghanims.
No, extra tool for their high ground defense if they do get on the bad end of this game. But that's one fight. How many more of those do you think they need for their Terrorblade game? Whether it be human error or not, Empire lost that fight.
We'll see. I mean, it just comes down to PA not going for the. They were split. PA ended up dying on the side. You really got to take out this Nyx as the dire side.
The Nyx, huh?
Yeah, the Nyx is the big target. He represents way too much lockdown. Take out the Nyx, take out the Dazzle, and you can leave the TV for last.
Yeah, who's available to kind of get that done outside the PA? Insisting a minute. It's like Tusk PA.
Yeah, it's either the BKB really changed the game. No, wouldn't you say?
It did. It did. Yeah,
all of
I
a
know
sudden
you called for it sooner, obviously, and it could have probably made a better impact sooner, but. It came at a time. It may be too little too late, but...
I mean, the upside is that they hung on. They still have 3 Tier 2 towers, and now as BKB is... They got the high duration later in the game.
Yep.
Potentially for bigger impact.
That's true. If you manage to hold out to that point, BKB's quite valuable.
That's like the silver lining, right? It's not a justification, but it is a small upside.
For sure. Oh, my goodness. Really? I didn't know it was actually that dramatic of a swing back.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
This has been
wow.
Game of softball here, just yucking it back and forth over the midline.
Surprised you give that credit and pull out the ball on that one.
That's true. I guess it's more like dodgeball, just throwing the balls back and forth on the court.
You might find connection here and there.
I digress.
All right, but now without the Aegis anymore, due to the consequences of that fight, Empire have to just kind of reassess where they are in this and get back to the farm grind. I mean, should they feel confident, like they could still take a fight head on?
There's a dog in the backyard.
There's a dog peeing on the bushes. Get him.
That's my dog.
It's your dog?
That's my dog out there.
You want to go hang out? Can we take turns?
No. Yeah, I mean, of course you can see him.
All right, bye. You were going to stop me?
You'll have your time. You'll have your time.
Wow. Dakota's such a nice guy.
What's your dog's
name?
Huh?
What's your dog's name?
Barry.
Barry. Interesting.
Larry.
How is that on the naming chart for you?
I think if you were Barry and he was Dakota.
I mean, yeah, most people name their dogs Dakota.
I'm just kidding.
I think Barry is very fitting for your dog. He looks like a Barry.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm into it.
Whatever Barry would act like, I'm sure that's how it is.
Where it came from, what's so help me?
MKB on the Terrorblade, guys. All right.
All right.
So
it's go time. It's show time.
Is he at critical mass?
I don't know.
He's getting close.
Yeah.
This is definitely a window.
It just all comes down to the crits. Do the daggers crit?
Seize the gap.
That's the thing. Like we were talking about before, do you want to leave it in the fate of RNG? The mighty crit. Pull it out.
There's a lot of gold being saved.
What's the Tusk Ags right now?
You kick. Walrus kick.
Oh. Okay.
Still kick, right?
Still kick. Okay.
Yeah. It's always been kick.
I thought it was changed for some reason. Is that good here? He's not that far
swap
away.
And kick. You can't get much more displacement than that, I guess.
Yeah.
What about reverse osmosis?
Reverse osmosis?
That's got a lot of displacement. Did you ever watch Osmosis Jones? That was a good cartoon. That was a movie.
It probably taught you some things.
I
about
never
the
knew
body.
that cold medicines had a personality before I watched that movie.
Oh, right, yeah. Cold medicine.
Oh, they're going in with the PA. Oh my God!
Well, puck's
whoa.
gone. Well,
Whoa,
okay,
golly!
Well, that's how that happens there, I guess. Yeah.
Softball back on the other side, gents.
Welcome to Phantom Assassin Gaming. May I take your order? Oh, sorry, we're closed.
Sorry, sometimes you just lose 2 heroes.
BKB Abyssal Blade. Those moments.
Dang. Well, both have buyback, but Empire just kind of letting them know real fast, real hard that they're still in this game.
Yeah, real hard.
I mean, the Undying, whatever. Syndrome's going to die in fights. That's cool. But the puck dying that quickly is just jarring. You know, that's a hero that you expect to have at least a moment to react, get a phase shift, you know, get a blink, drop some spells.
Nope. Blink Abyssal, you're dead, kid.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But the big upside is this Nyx Assassin, right? Now this Midas has really paid off, so he is way ahead of his counterpart, who is the Vengeful Spirit, position 3 for Empire. Part of the reason why I think Happy Guys still have the gold lead is because of that Midas.
Would you rather be in the Renaissance times or Cowboys, Westerns?
Renaissance, definitely. Cowboys get dirt. It's just gross. Renaissance, at least I could be cultured. You know, I've always wanted to go to a salon.
I mean, Renaissance definitely has some gross.
I mean, let's be
the
real.
Moat,
you know,
open
people,
sewage.
I'm serious. People talk about what was the greatest invention ever, and there's really only 2 answers. There's toilets, running water, or the internet. There's no in between.
Soap was also
the
a big
toilet
deal.
has saved the toilet has saved more lives than any human invention ever.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, hygiene. Antibiotics, too, another big one.
Oh, boy, I hear my dog running around here. God, I hope he doesn't run over
I think
cable.
Cowboy, though, because unless you're born into royalty. Uh-oh, here we go. Again, somebody gets obliterated. This time it's the Dazzle. It's a big OD all from backside.
He can't sunder. He can't sunder.
That's
He's dead.
3 down.
Buyback.
It's the buyback. They will get the Bane, but this is Empire all day, baby.
Not looking good. Not looking good.
Wait,
But,
buybacks,
okay.
though. The turn.
Doing it without Dazzle. Empire might play this super safe. Yeah, they put up the wall and they run. Roche is up 2.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Ooh, are they going to go in and sweep this for themselves? They don't have Metamorph. They don't have Metamorph.
Losing my mind, Dakota.
Yeah, hoping for an
It's
Empire
PA,
clean out on that one, dude.
It's every time. You gotta do things before the PA is online, and he is literally.
Dude, he's surfing the web
He's
right now.
surfing the web.
He's in VR of the
Goddamn.
future internet we don't
He's
even know
in
about yet.
Ready Player One.
Right,
All right.
The future world internet that we don't even know about yet. PA's there, waiting.
Yep.
I think
Bad news.
what if it wasn't a puck and it was just one other, like something like an OD, just like another kind of secondary core. I know this is a what-if situation of hypotheticals.
Then Happy Guys would be scaling better into the late game and would have had a shittier early game. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the early game was to help in the case that Kyle was making, that they could have shut down the online.
I mean, I think
PA, but
if what you're trying to say is that Happy Guys are going to get outscaled as this continues, then you're right. It's 40 minutes, you know, like ODPA or beyond popping off, and now with this next Roche, it's 2 PAs. Dream's going to do it again.
Oh, that's a 6 shards. The Dazzle's real isolated.
Dazzle goes down straight away. It's a spread fight, but big damage onto the
Don't OD
PA.
that.
She's down once. Here she comes back there, running out of resources, though. Remember, they used buybacks here on HG. Happy
Oh,
Guys.
the refresher!
he just got that refresher. Oh, he got some blood all over it.
Nyx is hitting a ton of great stuns, though.
He is. He really is. So, finally, they're going to have to address him. Hanging in that pothole in the ground, but
He's going to
jumping
set it
from
up for
Stormer.
maybe.
Not enough
He's
damage.
trying his best.
It's like a Nyx god right now. The raid boss finally falls. It's just Stormer left alive. He's going to have to make the retreat.
Guys, just go for the racks. TB's dead forever.
Couple of diebacks there, and they're going to catch him. The fairy dragon turned to goo.
All right, that's it. Wrap it up. I can't, like, I feel like as an analyst, I'm completely worthless right now because it feels like Happy Guys are in a position to win the game, and then eventually PA just does PA things and they lose. He had 8,000 gold for this fight. Doesn't even matter. He still does the most damage.
I wouldn't ride that ride.
That's the cheese down the hill right there.
That's the
Swear to
cheese.
God, that's what it looks like.
Ah.
All right, we'll buy back because it's all they got. But Nyx Dazzle alone and maybe a Soon Undying. Certainly not going to be enough. We'll just have to see how much interior damage Empire are going to be able to pull out here. I'm sure they'd like to get the towel thrown out here
don't
from
you
Happy
just kill the Nyx
guy's side.
Yeah,
You can.
Like what? Didn't he buy back?
He's been graved. He will survive. He's been soul ripped.
Tomb down. Heals are coming out. There's a shrine next to him.
Boogie's living. He's getting
Jesus
snowballed.
Christ,
He's dead.
What the?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Peculiar. Out of the game for 2 minutes. Cindering going to be out as well.
Can we click Cinder? And does he have any armor items? Any at all? No, he doesn't. He does not.
Tranquil
None at all.
boots, bruh.
He is going to negative armor, which is why he's literally dying to daggers. He needed to buy casual
Does not-
buckler.
They don't add armor anymore, do they?
All right.
Negative. They do not.
That's
They
right. That's right.
took away.
What, from buckler?
No, from
Tranquil.
Tranquil. That's right.
I was about to say.
Definitely not Buckler.
Radiant's middle tower
Jay!
And it's been called. You know,
It'll be 2-0. Happy guys are not
May have-
able to do it.
not made a significant difference in how the playoffs are to be panned out, but 2 more games, a little bit more money in the pocket of Empire, a little more practice for Happy Guys as they're still not going to be out of the tournament. They have a chance to fight their way through that lower bracket, maybe take these as learned, replays to watch over with their approaching playoffs.
What lessons are they learning?
Yeah, what was the takeaway from
What
this
is it-
one,
yeah.
Dakota?
You guys tell me, analysts, huh?
I just Sumail can't win games with Puck, so you pick Puck twice. Never mind. You know, I'm gonna be too harsh. Great game by Empire. They understand the meta right now. Damage amplification and reduction. The Tusk Venge combination way better in lane than it probably should have been. They stalled the game out well. Eventually, PA does PA things. They win the game and in style.
I mean, if they were confused at all about the power of PA, even without Magnus, then confirmed here, PA is good on her own right, her own merit. We saw Dream carry a game pretty much by himself with Anti-Mage. He didn't quite do the same thing here, but this was a pretty good PA performance in a game that wasn't super easy. So, confirmed, PA good, great. Let's move on to the tiebreaker, baby.
I mean, I know we're looking at Happy Guys a lot on one side, but the last thing I'll say for this matchup then is where do you put Empire then? How about them compared to everyone else? Are they just down there with Happy Guys? Do you think they could take games off Spirit? They could take games off Vega? They can find their way somehow to make it through the lower final into the grand final from that front?
I can't tell you who's going to win. The top 3 will be some. I would say probably no Pango versus Alliance in the finals. Spirit, Dark Horse could do it. Your 3, 4, or your 4, 5, 6 will be Happy Guys at the bottom. Empire, Vega.
Okay.
And that's what's going to happen.
You concur with this as well?
I do.
All right. Well, thanks for the insight, gentlemen. We're going to cut to a break. When we come back, it is time for our one little best-of-1 tiebreaker here as we get into it now, Spirit versus Alliance. We'll see you soon.